Okay, so one of my very first projects of my own. I only did one project before with my previous partner, and this was the first project I did that was my own. I bought an apartment, which was an emotional buy, I must say. I bought it where I wanted to live. It's in Southport on the Gold Coast. Beautiful area. I've been living there before, so I really wanted to buy there.
You paid a bit more than you should have.
I might have paid a little bit more than I should have, yeah. Yeah, but still there was opportunity to add the value. So I still knew that I will be adding the value, and one day when I sell, it's going to sell for more. But yeah, in awareness of being still emotional, I still bought it. Yeah, because Bill was teaching me no emotions attached. You need to buy well, and yeah, whatever you buy, you need to make money on it. So this was an apartment in a, I wouldn't call it, well, high-rise building, I suppose. Yeah, about 10 levels. It was, my apartment was on level 6, and it was in Southport. It was 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, separate toilet, kitchen with a small laundry, and a living area. However, right next to the kitchen there was a nook. It was like an open office, or maybe a dining area before, but I knew we could make a second bedroom in there. So Bill helped me to put a wall with the wardrobe, and it was already well set up. There was a window in there already. The room wasn't huge, but it was enough.
It was a second bedroom.
It was a second bedroom, yeah. Well, lessons lessons that we took from this project, knowing that this is in an apartment building, understanding that there's a lot of people and there will be always one that will not be happy with you renovating it, yeah. So from there on, we've done many apartments, and we knew to count on it. There would be always one person that will not be happy. In this case, it was 2. It was one lady who was complaining about everything, about the noise, about the time that we were doing it in. Yeah, she was complaining all the time when the tradies were parking, that they were bringing stuff through the lift. Yeah.
They expected him to fly up.
Yeah. How do you really get there? Yeah. And there was one guy who was also from this building. He called, I don't know how. I actually was nice. I actually put
A sign in the lift.
a sign in the lift and around my level, to the people explaining that I will be renovating, you know, forgive me for the noise and stuff, yeah. And yet it still didn't work. One guy who saw my phone number, he called me up and he was screaming and yelling.
I think he's the one who actually spitted on a plumber going up in the lift.
I'm not sure.
I think it's the same guy.
It is possible, but
Yeah.
actually what happened also that one of our tradesmen needed to come in, and this one guy, maybe one and the same guy, started arguing with him and complaining and told him he should piss off and he shouldn't be there. And basically the tradesman said, well, I'm doing my job. And it was already working hours for
Oh
sure.
yeah, definitely around 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
9, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and yeah, he spat at him. Yeah, he actually spat in his face. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, we had to talk to someone in the body corporate and telling them that that's not okay. It's just not okay.
I mean,
to do
it
that.
was good that the tradie was calm.
Yeah.
He could have just decked him, you know,
Yeah.
he could have knocked him out.
Yeah.
Because he was an old man.
Yeah,
You know, and this guy was young, you know, he could have easily punched him up.
yeah,
But he didn't, you know, he kept
yeah.
calm.
Terrible. Yeah, and we didn't do too much in this apartment in saying that nowadays we go in, we strip down everything, and we basically build new. But this building wasn't that old. It was about 10 years old. So we decided in the bathroom that we will remove the bath and we will just do as a shower. big double shower.
You repainted the whole flat?
The whole flat was repainted. In the toilet, we left tiles as they are. They were just white, and
It was okay.
it was totally okay. It's what would you say it? Typical white tile. You can't go wrong with that. So there was no need to change it. I know we changed the mirror
I can't remember.
shaving cabinet. Yes, it was just a mirror before, and we did the shaving cabinet. Because it was my own apartment, I needed the storage, so it was important for me that I get as much storage as possible. And I know in the main bedroom we also added a big extra
Wardrobe.
yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, so there was plenty of storage space for me. Yeah, kitchen we left as is. On the balcony, I know we have removed the old silicone and we put new, because in the apartment buildings you can't do much on the outside, so the tiles had to remain the same. And likely that this building was just repainted, so the whole building was redone, and then I just did the inside of the apartment, so definitely increased the value on it. Yeah, and obviously the bedroom we added the wall, and that's about it. I changed the carpet.
Yeah, and
changed
Johnny painted it.
Yeah, and Johnny, our painter, painted everything. Yeah, so I put a few notes because this happened in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah, we're in 2024 now, so it's been a long while. I would call it some sort of like a budget renovation. Yeah. We didn't do unnecessary stuff, yeah, because the apartment itself
was okay, yeah.
was still okay, yeah. Yeah, so basically they were really angry at us if we started before 10 a.m. So they were expecting us to start after 10 a.m. It took us just 1 month to do it. I mean, it's pretty quick for the renovation, but we would have done it much quicker than that if they would have just let us do it. Yeah, if we would have just gone in, smash it, and and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, so I've lived there for a few years. Basically, lessons where a parking in apartment blocks, it's difficulty with the parking for the tradies. Yeah, so you know, whoever wants to do something with the apartments, you need to keep that in mind. There isn't many car parks available,
And also car parks usually very low.
Yeah.
I remember I had to buy the ute instead of a van because I couldn't get into the car park
yeah.
in the apartment.
Yeah,
buildings.
after we've done many apartments, we realized that we probably want to buy a
A
different
ute,
car.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that's why we don't do them anymore.
yeah. Yeah, that's about it. All in all, this was a beautiful place. I loved living in there. Beautiful sunsets.
Not too emotional about it.
Nah, but it was my first one, and I loved it. I still love that area. One day I'll go back. The birds, do you remember the beautiful lurrikins?
Lurrikins, yeah. They would come on the veranda and
Yeah.
he would walk slowly,
Yeah.
like on the veranda.
I actually put some seeds in there for them, and for a long while I enjoyed them, but then they shit a lot, so it's a lot of cleaning. So after a while I realized, okay, maybe not. Yeah, so I've lived there for a few years, and then I had to sell it because my next project was an empty block of land in Cleveland, which is near Brisbane. It's on a bay area, and we made 6 townhouses in there. But about that, I will tell in the next episode. One thing I forgot. You said to me, one thing you need to be aware of when you do renovation, it will always get worse before it gets better. Yeah? Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of, well, you know, because I did one project with my previous partner before, I sort of had an idea. But you are so incredibly quick with demolishing it that I actually stood in there and I thought, whoa, okay. There was like, in one day, it was all tiles, all vanity, all mirrors, floors. It was like stripped bare. It was good. And I can understand what he's saying, that at first it's like overwhelming a bit, like, oh my God. And then because he's so quick, he quickly puts back again. So it's all good. But I understand what you're saying. For a lot of people, when they never done this before, it would have been like, whoa, a lot, yeah?
Well, I remember doing it for someone else, the guy that I was working with. And they moved from Sydney and they wanted me to do the bathroom. And I told them that it's going to look messy when I demolish. And when I demolished it, his wife came in and her eyes were like this. And she goes, what happened to my bathroom? I said, well, don't you want to get a new one? She goes, yeah, but look at it.
It kind of looks terrible, yeah? So I understand what you're saying. It will look worse before it gets better.
But the thing is, she wanted a new bathroom and that she was concerned that it's gone. Like,
yeah, that's that. I wanted to add that. All right, you can turn it off now.